I'm going to give you the 5 lessons that I learned from Miss Nikki Martinez on how to make your money sticky. I'm Oliver Perry. This is the Oliver Perry Show. Let's get into it. All right, number 1, automate everything. Nikki talked about how she makes money stick when she was starting out by just making everything automated. Be it $50 a month, be it $10 a month, she would use that tool to be able to allow her to keep going back and back and back and back. And every time now she looks up 2-3 years later, after $50 a month adds up. She made it all automated, so she didn't feel a thing. I say the same thing to you. If you're looking to grow your bank account, whether it be the savings account, whether it be the checking, whatever it might be, or your IRA or whatever, save that money, put that money away, put that money away, put that money away. Do it in small amounts and allow it to grow. And that, matter of fact, takes us to the next point. But before we get to the next point, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, check out the comments, let me know what you think about all her interview or any of the other interviews. And matter of fact, do me a favor, with what you learned from watching this, let me know what your thoughts are on some of these points. Okay? So, number 2, build the muscle slow. And we just talked about this a second ago, is allowing yourself the space to build it slow. So you're not just automating these things, but you're also making it very easy for that muscle to grow. You're not going to go out and do 1,000,000 push-ups on the first try. That's not how it works, right? We talked this in the podcast, and the same thing for what we're talking about here. You're going to want to slowly build that muscle, slowly build the ability to save more. Nikki talked about going from 50 to 100, from 100 to 150, from 150 to 200, and never ever feeling it. You can do the same thing. Just take your time, give yourself some grace, and work on it slowly. Number 3, there's a lot of ways to use your money, but start with your emotional capacity. Nikki talked about the emotional capacity behind some of the things that we do. If you think about it, when you go out and you spend, and I am a victim of this as well, I will get bored and I'll leave the house and I'll end up going somewhere I have no business being and buying something I had zero business buying. That's me making an emotional purchase. Any sales training you go to, they'll talk about the different types of buyers and how they are buying emotionally. People purchase off of emotion, not necessarily fact all the time. So understand that and take into account your own capacity to deal with emotion. Whether it's to save $100, if you're not comfortable saving $100 and you're always going to panic, maybe $100 is the right number for you. If you, on the other hand, are kind of $100 is nothing, maybe it's something you need to be spending more money on into that savings. Maybe it should be $200. Maybe it's somewhere around there, somewhere in that stratosphere, but you have to take the time to figure out what your own emotional capacity is, be it on the positive side or on the negative side, and adjust accordingly. Next, take your time to build the relationship. Nikki and I started talking about building relationships and finding those people who you want to be your mentors or who you want to kind of educate you on the game and help you along the way. Well, one thing you have to understand is just because you talk to them that first day does not mean they're going to automatically fall in love with you. It doesn't mean they're going to do a deal with you that next day. It just means you have a relationship. But if you don't take the time to build and grow that relationship, be it a day, be it 2 days, be it a year, be it 2-3 years, it will never come to fruition. So you have to allow that to grow. Don't rush it. Don't be in such a rush Gary Vee's my mentor. No. Don't be in a rush to get there. A lot of the people that are around people like Gary Vee have been there for a very long period of time, and they've proved themselves and grown that relationship together. And it may not have necessarily been in the idea of, oh, I'm going to be his mentee. So find somebody you believe in. Take the time to build that relationship. Don't always think that's going to happen overnight. It's okay to take your time. Next, mentors like momentum. One thing that popped in my mind while I was talking to Nikki about mentors is that the people who are out here mentoring, really mentoring and helping people along the way, they are more attracted to people who are already making an effort and already doing the things that they've already talked about for free. If you go to Max Maxwell's YouTube or Nasser Al-Arabi's YouTube, and if you're reading and you're listening and you're taking all that free information in, when you go into their actual course, you're taking off. Mentors like somebody you're already doing the work. So that takes half the battle away from them. Now they can really pour into you. Now they can give you the advanced stuff. Not to mention, you're already a part of their group. You're already a part of their, what is it called? They call it their economy. And now that allows you to pour into you even more because they know you know the basics. Now they can give you all the idiosyncrasies, all the little stuff, all the stuff that you can't figure out if you haven't done the work. Now, on this side of the screen, you'll see the video for Nikki's full interview, as well as the video for all the interviews I've done up to this point. I want you to check it out. Let me know what you think. Leave some comments. Hit one of the notification bells, subscribe, all that great stuff. But I want you to get some great information out of it. I want your real estate career to take off. I'll see you soon.